I'm actually reading a letter on behalf of Dr. Daniel Miller. Glenwood Lake, he was not able to join us tonight. So he writes, the recent events of Lieutenant Sean Kane video recording himself apparently planting evidence so that he could arrest Ivan Harper on drug charges are unacceptable, most likely criminal, and reflect a failure of leadership in our police department and our former city government. Actions like this rarely occur in isolation. It is highly unlikely that this is the first time in Lieutenant Kane's career that he has done this, or that this is an unusual event in our city's police force. Our neighbors have been telling us for years, but we have either not listened or we have not believed them. It's time that we do so. It is time for our police leaders and you, our city government leaders, to express outrage that an act like this could be committed by those empowered and entrusted to serve and protect us. Outrage in this instance does not need to wait for criminal investigation and a trial. You can and should be outraged by the possibility that this could occur and make clear that this is unacceptable in our city and that you will make all and any necessary changes required to make sure that our city residents are safe from corrupt and criminal activity of this kind. This particular officer has been repeatedly promoted and celebrated by our police department. Clearly, whatever criteria are being used in our city to assess competence or excellence in policing are grossly inadequate. If our police leadership could not previously identify corruption or incompetence in this officer, we have to assume that they have not been able to identify corruption or incompetence in others. That leadership has failed in its most important duty and needs to be replaced. Likewise, our New Rochelle Police Department has consistently failed to respond to other events like this, nor to respond to the information that they have received for years from our community that events like this are not uncommon. They cannot be trusted to do so in the future. Our city now needs oversights in our police force, including a civilian complaint review board with full investigatory powers. Ours is a great city. It is unacceptable in our city to have a police force that tolerates incompetence and criminal activity that harms our neighbors and our city. We are at this moment in New Rochelle when we have a new mayor and new members of city council. It is time for you to immediately change this course and assume that our police force truly serves and protects our members of our community. Sincerely, Daniel Miller.